I'm Stephen Voros, certified Gothi, spiritual leader, and member of historical recreation group and Viking combat enthusiasts Sigtrygging Vikings of Ontario. I present here part 4 of 5 parts of a study of the Lesser Aesir. Our gods share our grief. Nanna. The Eddas are full of amazing deeds and great heroes. It is simple to understand these lessons. Smaller characters present us with lessons equally important, as I will present here through an analysis of Nanna, a minor Aesir of devotion, peace, and joy. Nanna is first introduced to us as the mother of Forseti and the wife of Baldur. When Baldur dies, the Aesir gather for his funeral. Baldur is placed on a ship to be burned at sea. When Nanna sees the body of her husband, her heart breaks and she dies from grief. She is placed next to her husband and burned at sea. After the funeral, Frigg dispatches Hermod to seek out Baldur in Hell. When Hermod finds Baldur, he makes a deal with Hel to return him to the world of the living. Hermod leaves to return to Frigg with the conditions of the deal, but before leaving is given gifts by Baldur and Nanna. Baldur sends Hermod with Draupnir, a magic ring, to be given to Odin. Nanna sends Hermod with a linen cloak to be given to Frigg, a golden ring to be given to Fulla, and other gifts that we don't learn what or for who. These are the times that Nanna is mentioned to us in the Prose Edda. Of these stories we can learn from her examples of grief, caring, guidance, devotion, and respect. Nanna is a mother. She gives birth to Forseti and raises him to be a pillar of mediation and justice. This is quite the feat. It is clearly shown to us that Nanna embodies all the admirable qualities we place on motherhood. She actively cares for Forseti and gives him an environment where he can learn and thrive to become a valuable member of society. From this we learn to value a mother's place in society. They have such enormous control over how a community grows. Without the patience and love to raise a new generation, a community dies. Loving and respecting our mothers and other mothers is a pretty common value in modern society. One of the reasons the stories presented in the Eddas resonate so well with us is that the values presented in them are reflected in our own. It is wonderful to see this simple value present in these stories. Another example of a simple value being taught to us through Nanna's interactions is that she loves Baldur. Nanna is married to Baldur and they raise a child together. When Baldur dies, she even follows him into Hell to be with him. I'm not suggesting that to love a partner is to follow them into death, but it is clear for all that Nanna is devoted to Baldur. In this we learn to value the relationships we have with our partners. Being devoted to our partners creates a loving, caring relationship where we feel safe and secure. Any challenge or success we experience is shared. The devotion felt between two partners so that they may bring a new life into the world is the basis of a community. If a family cannot function, there is no community. When Nanna sees Baldur in his funeral ship, she dies of grief. I've always been touched by this action in the Prose Edda. It is understood that the Aesir can experience great sadness and loss. It is not specifically mentioned how Nanna dies of grief. It is simply stated. Does her heart physically break, or does she take her own life? In either event, it is a very relatable moment that humanizes the Aesir. The other Aesir simply accept that Nanna has died. They respect her grief. All the Aesir share in her loss. From this, we learn how complicated and messy experiencing loss can be. When someone we love passes away, there is no correct way to express how we feel. We just feel. A community grieves together, any way that it has to. Accepting that others grieve differently and being respectful is a lesson we all eventually learn. Having it represented here in the Eddas is just another example of our relationship with the Aesir. Nanna sends Hermod back to Asgard with gifts. When Hermod makes a deal for Baldur's life with Hel, he plans to return to Frigg with the terms of the arrangement, and Nanna sends him back with gifts for the Aesir. A linen cloak for Frigg, a ring for Fulla, and other gifts for other Aesir. Even after dying, Nanna continues to care for her friends and family. She continues to send messages and gifts to those she loves. This is an example of Frith. Nanna values the relationship she has with her community and makes efforts to keep the relationship strong. The lesson we see presented here is of kindness. If we wish to keep our communities together, we must make efforts to show that we care. This may be from the exchange of physical gifts, but we also clearly see that Nanna gives other gifts to different Aesir. This may very well have been well wishes and kind words. Frith needs to be maintained, whether between Aesir or humans, alive or dead. A simple gift or kind words keeps us in each other's thoughts and praises. Here, I have outlined some of the knowledge we gain from reflecting on Nanna and her examples, on devotion, grief, caring, guidance, and respect. It is my hope that with continued study and reflection, we can continue to find inspiration from the Aesir, and that we can use it to find love, joy, and peace needed in our lives. I'd like to take a moment to remind each of you that these videos are intended to start a discussion. Please leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. For other Viking-related content, please check out the Sigtryggling Vikings of Ontario Facebook page and YouTube channel. I will put a link in the description. Thank you for watching. Skål!